Welcome back to Michigan Mud Mechanic. Today I'm getting back onto the 2003 Chevy Silverado. I'm still waiting for the axle spacers to come in. So let's just go over what we're going to do. Please like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So my footage was pretty messed up, scattered and all over the place with this side as we were struggling with the axle. So I'm going to put the wheel back on this side, because I can actually put the axles in with the tire on, honestly. I don't know if it's because it's lifted or if you can do that with all Chevys. We're going to take this tire off and we'll get to film the upper control arm over here with the ball joint already in it, the lower ball joint, and I'll do the tie rod end on this side. So let's get the tires switched around. I leave the tires on this because there's plenty of room to get under there, and it's much safer to have the tires on there, especially when I'm out here by myself. So let me get set up and we'll be back. I can't lower this tripod because it's broken. So I'm doing my best with the camera views. There we go. Hopefully she's not too tight. There she goes. I thought I already had a ratchet over here, but I do not. I have anything over here. Now this is also cut, so we don't have to worry about that. I'll grab the camera and we'll go around it once we open everything up. This is not the funnest job on a lifted vehicle. There we go. Looks pretty tore up. These lifts really put some torque on everything. But, you know, is it worth it to some? Looks like this axle might have spun some grease out of it, maybe? Yeah, right from there where the boot's wet. Grease must be spinning out of there. Nice little line right through there. So, that axle's technically bad too. Ball joint. Yeah, I don't know. Looks okay. Tie rod end's already off on this side. Alright, so I think I'm going to pop the upper ball joint first. This has got to be the easiest cotter key ever to move. Except for I can't move it. I pushed it in. I need my other hand. I mean, there's like no strength to it at all. What are you guys thinking, huh? 17 millimeter? No, 19 millimeter? Alright, small extension. Oh, do I not have them over here? Who's in a hurry? I'm not in a hurry. Nobody's in a hurry. Okay. And it's pulling on the brake line. There we go. Now let's find a way to tie it up again like we did the last time. I think what I'm going to work on right now though, I kind of want to get this axle out of the way. And I'm probably going to try to turn the whole axle though, right? Of course. So, how do we want to hold you? We'll spin it to the next lug. Oh boy. So over on the other side, there's a lot more room because the differential ain't right here. This side, a lot less room. There we go. I think it probably should go down this way. Axle shaft. Alright. Good. Kind of seems like that could be tighter. Yeah, alright. Tied it up something like that. Now I might be able to turn it. Yeah. Let's take care of these axle nuts, bolts. So now I'm a little concerned. I don't know if you'll be able to get that axle in and out without being able to pop at least a ball joint or a tie rod end in and up or something like that. I know I can put the other axle in and out. This one's got less room. I don't know if you can or not. However, we've got a cotter key to remove. I'm pretty sure if I just set the camera there like that, you might see something.
go. Let's see what the other side looks like. Well, it may not be too bad, huh? Alright. I'm gonna guess that I don't have enough room. Alright, I'm gonna guess that is gonna be a 21. A 22. So I did not get that out of there. Synced it. Right, there we go. So, oh, I felt a piece of it. So that should have cut off the rest of the cotter key. That was lodged in there after both ends broke off. So you can see the cotter key's still in there. Maybe you can see. I don't know if you can or not. Sometimes they won't come out, and sometimes I don't care. There's always a way. I'll put you guys back over here. It's time to see what this lower looks like. I gotta make sure I'm not running into the knuckle and it's just not gonna move anymore. Yeah. I like it. So let's swing that knuckle out of the way. If I can get it off from that. Oop, lower just like that. Nope, 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 nope. That's not good. Oh, that is one heavy part. Oh, it's sitting on my phone. Alright, get this untied because that's actually stopping me from lifting it. Yeah, I'm going to say that was pretty toast down there too. I don't think he had a good... I think actually the inner tie rod ends were okay. But, you know, why not replace them going this far? Alright, so I don't know if I got this at like Walmart or a Harbor Freight kind of thing walking through the checkout, but I picked this one up a long time ago and it's not quite big enough for this job. And I don't know why it won't stay together either. I've been having that issue with it. Let's but you know, it still seems to be able to spread it apart enough for me to get it out of there. So Can't complain about it too much, right? Somebody like hammer on that thing or something? What in the world? I'm just gonna do that the easy way. The thing was all hammered on and everything else, and I know I want to be able to push straight and not on a grease zert. Alright, so I didn't bring the whole kits out, which I probably should have. But I didn't, so whatever. We need a cup big enough for it to fall into. There we go. That's better. Oh yeah, oh yeah. As long as it ain't pushing on the ball joint, or as long as it ain't, you know, you'll typically know it right away if it's moving it or not. What you think that is, huh? You think that's a 21? It's not, because it's gonna be standard. It's gonna be a 13/16. Let's go. I didn't even have to, a lot of times I'll, take the hammer and give some vibrations around there, see if we can't help her out of there. There we go. Yeah. I'd say he's going to have a noticeable difference in his steering when we're all done here. That is axle grease. So that means that this axle, that boot is, yep, here we go. Definitely axle grease, so this boot is bad. But there's still a lot of grease in there. Only the grease that's moved its way out to this rib is what flung out. All the grease is still in here. It will eventually move its way out. You can run that axle for a while. There's no clicking or anything like that going on in it. That's weird. It's got a dust guard on it. When we tried to put... This axle don't match the one that we took off the other side. It's almost like this thing's got a right and left, but probably not. Alright. We are going to get this cleaned up here real quick. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to take myself a little break here. Please like and subscribe, and we'll be right back with the new parts. They're in the house. I got that finger tight in there. I want it to face backwards, so... Take the nut off. Leave that one. Fully tighten that, so let's alright. Good luck. So I do believe that I can get it started with this cup. Oh no, we lost a camera. Yep, we're gonna keep going off that camera. Alright, let's start pressing this guy in here. We can get you right out of our way so we don't... now I lost my lights. Well, looks like that thing's picking up some pretty good lighting where it's at too. Come on now. Everything dying on me. Let's, maybe that'll help last longer. We'll just leave the one on. Press her on in there. I feel it moving pretty steady. I know it's gonna just dead end though. Right there. So I'm bottoming out the cup. I had that problem on the other side too. But now I got a lot more room to work with it. I've got to put my cup back together here. This guy's got to come way out. Ring. Cap. Everything's lined up good. Everything's centered in their grooves. We probably got about 1/8 of an inch that it's got to go. I'll turn the clamp. Not that it matters. Okay, she stopped. She stopped moving. Here we go, lower ball joint. There goes my light. That's not the one I wanted on. We're gonna go charge everything up in a second here. We're just gonna get this lower ball joint finished up. I can't keep a light on, guys. I don't know where that camera's getting light from, but I'm good with it. cups on there. There we go. Okay. I don't know how that thing can see. I can hardly see what I'm doing here. Yeah, she's in there. There it is, just like that. Okay, threads right on. I'd really like to get this knuckle back on. God, I got my knees all up into my tools. Whew. Okay. And then that's tied. Okay. Alright, so it's the next day here. It's gotten pretty cold. So we're just trying to get this upper control arm out. That turned pretty easily. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. I'm gonna mark these pins where they're at. So yeah, don't forget to do that. That'll help you get closer to your camber that it originally was. Let me go grab something to mark that with. I'm just gonna mark like a straight line kind of deal. Just make sure this pin is in that line. Alright, I'll mark the other side real quick. This camera's right on top of me because I can't make it shorter. That's tightened. Alright. So this bolt's not going to come out. It's going to run into that brake line. We're going to have to get that out of there. Okay. Come on, little fella. It's cold out here today. Alright, I'm just going to put these bolts in my pocket so I don't lose them. So there's one shim marked for this side. Make sure I keep it on this side. There we go. All right. Keep that on this side as well. All right. The other side doesn't look like it's got as many obstacles. Okay, I'm gonna need this guy. Uh-oh. I don't like it when they do that. Oh, okay. All right, so we got it to move a little bit. She likes the sauce. I'm so limited on space. I'm doing the best I can for cameras, and we could always just cut out wrenching of a bolt. Put that down there. I don't get them all mixed up. I don't know what way I gotta try to turn that thing to get it to break free. There we go. There we go. That's that side. Yep. Probably just a small one. Whew. I'm on now. Whew. Out with the old and in with the new. Okay, let's see what this is gonna need. I think that side's okay. This side is bent pretty good. Whoops. Okay, nope, I wasn't even close to ready for that to take it. Oop, I think I can get this one in. tiny taps. And this guy. And there's no way this thing can see, and I don't know how long it couldn't see for. I honestly don't know what any of these cameras can see. I'm trying. I'm working over the top of the camera. I'm probably kicking the one behind me. The screen's all malfunctioning. Hopefully the video's coming out okay. Alright. Well, now, should have markings on this one somewhere. I should probably move my camera over. Alright, so it's probably hard to see, maybe not. I got a mark there for that pin, so right now I'm not even trying to come close to the mark. I'm just trying to get these on, which usually all the way up is what will get you close to that pin. Alright. Alright, now I know this thing is way down there to make it to that knuckle. So I'm going to just snug up the nuts on each side here. That was dumb. I didn't realize that moved. So as tight as that bolt is, you can see that I'm leaving a gap, and that's so I can turn this, and then this groove will ride on that pin and it'll adjust your camber. So I'm only tightening these up enough to hold everything together. Alright. I just gotta make sure it stays in the pin, especially when it starts pulling itself together. It's also what kind of keeps it from spinning too. Which I don't want it to do on this side, because up like that is camber all the way out on top. I don't know what that is. whether it's positive or negative camber. But I know it is easier to get your upper ball joint. So it's still pretty loose. It's in its pin. As soon as you crank the bolt on this side down, it'll ride on that pin and it'll pull this in, and it'll pull the top of your wheel in. So we'll just get it close to those marks, and then so yeah, I got that one set up too. We'll get it as close to the marks as we can that we put on there. I don't want to put this upper ball joint on right now, because if we got to take it apart to put the axle in, I'm kind of stuck right now waiting on the spacers. We can do the inner and outer tie rod and then not hook that up too. That would be okay. Alright, let's do that. Alright, so on tie rod ends, what I'll do is I'll set these both on this surface here next to the bolt. And then I'll just get these grease zerts as close as possible. I mean, I know you can lean it this way and that way and it's perfect, but this just gets me as close as possible. I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure that this isn't really an issue in a non-lifted. That ball joint, or that tie rod end, was quite difficult to move. Yeah, I'm way off an adjustment now. Okay, now that it moves easier. Yeah. Am I going the wrong way again? Why do I keep doing that? Okay. Alright, so we really need those the axle spacers so I can put an axle in here. You're going to need to jack this up to get this back on there, and then set these back on your marks. But the problem I'm having, I don't have the wheel spacers yet. So looks like there's going to be a part 3 to this truck. Please like and subscribe. In the next one, we'll get the tires straight and we'll get it all put back together from there. Seems like all it needs right now is the axles. Actually, I have 2 brand new axles for this thing here. Okay, so we had several different tries of axles. So I do have 2 new axles here, but they're different. So I believe this is the axle that we're going to end up going with. This was intended for the other side. We're going to put it on this side so we can put this back together. There is just grease all over everything. You can't see where it come from now. I don't know what you guys can see. There we go. I gotta get a clean rag because I just stuck my hand into a bunch of grease in this thing. Oh, we gotta bolt that brake line back on too. So I put the jack on the nut, made sure I missed the rotor. If you hit the rotor, it's just gonna tweak your whole knuckle in and you won't have any kind of control. This truck is lifted and it don't have much movement. Feels like it's just trying to lift the truck. I guess it's time we untie this. Okay, I seen the jack stand move, so that's it. That's all she's gonna give me that way. Alright, so that's how you do it when you need helping hands. I don't think that camera caught it. That one sure did. Good enough for me. I suppose I could just get that ratchet strap out of my way, huh? Yeah. Glad that worked. I don't know what else I would have did if it didn't. I gotta get in a different position. Pretty tight. Yeah. Looks pretty straight. That's where we're going to start. So I'm not going to put that on there all the way. We're going to have to wait for our axle spacers. Man. Okay, so we've been having problems with the CV axles in this, and they're just not long enough. Waited a week and a half, 2 weeks for the axle spacers. Didn't help a bit. I looked up the lift kit that's on here, and it shows these spacers that come with it, and this truck does not have those spacers. So where did they get those axles that are long enough to reach? Finally somebody said 08 axles are longer. So I got onto the forums on the old interwebs there, and yeah, it says try an 08 axle. So that's what I got. We got ourselves an 08 axle. Stood it up right next to the one that came out of this truck, and it is the exact same length. So let's see if it fits. Don't really want to disconnect that sway bar. Let's I can't get the back to swing up high enough. Is there any way that I can That's what I was looking for. There we go. I did not want to pop any new ball joints or tie rod ends or anything like that have already been cinched down. Not out of the woods yet, here are we? That's what it needed. Oh yeah. That's nice because I know the other side will be easier. The problem is they only had one of these axles, so I have to wait till tomorrow for the other one. Okay. This is tight enough until I get the torque wrench. I'm gonna go grab, what is it, 6? I'm gonna go grab 6 of the bolts. I don't think this even needs the spacers now. The spacers would just push the axle closer together and tweak it even more. The longer the better for this, yeah, these angles. Jesus, you gotta pull on it to get it to, got dark. Not stretching the axle to it anymore. Actually, I had to pull that axle back. I'll wait until you guys see the, or I don't know if you guys can see the angles from that camera view. Well, I'll pull the camera down here and I'll show you these angles. To tell you, this tire, you know, it only travels up maybe in less than an inch before this thing is just, they probably got the torsion bars just to the moon. Can't even get in there on anything else. Well, I'll be damned. Still not going to tighten this down because I'm going to go get the inner and outer tie rod ends and get a new measurement on it, because I need this thing as close as these things were before, and I lost that totally on this side, and just looking at the other side it's way off too. So we need them as close as possible. With these big old tires, you don't want to wear them out, and it may take a minute to get into an alignment shop since they're all backed up right now. The good ones are. There it is, a 2008 Chevy Silverado 1500 front CV axle in a lifted 03. No spacers. That's amazing. Wish we would have known that, like, you know, 2 weeks ago when we pulled this thing in the garage. Alright, well, alright guys, next day here. I've got the other axle. We're going to get that in there. We're going to get everything greased, everything tightened down, and get the tire on there, and then we'll get it out of here. Alright guys, there it is. I'll turn on my light here. There it is, all done. Rolled it out last night, but... Well guys, please like and subscribe. This guy's going in for the alignment. And we'll see you next time. Oh, nice.